All right, let's talk about goals. We've all got them, right? These big, ambitious things we want to do with our lives. But here's the real question. How do you turn that ambition into actual action? Well, today we're going to break down the one single method that can take those huge dreams and turn them into small daily steps, the kind of steps that actually guarantee progress. So let's just cut right to the chase with a big question. Forget all the life hacks, all the productivity tips you've ever heard. What is the one thing, the one single thing you could do that would practically guarantee you hit your goal? I mean it. Think about that for a second. What is it? Okay, so what did you come up with? If you're like, well, most of us, the first thing that probably popped into your head was something like, just show up, right? It's the advice we hear all the time. But here's the kicker. It's also a huge reason why so many of us end up failing. Yup, just show up. It sounds so simple, so powerful. We've all heard it a million times. It feels inspiring, like it's the secret key to unlocking everything. And look, on the surface, it seems to make sense, but there is a huge hidden trap inside that little phrase. And that trap is this. What does showing up actually mean? I mean, really, think about it. It's a nice idea, a great sentiment, but it's not a real action. It's just a feeling, a kind of fuzzy intention, and you can't build a skyscraper of success on a foundation of fog. So, okay, how do we fix this? We have to find a way to get from that vague starting point to something we can actually do. I like to think of it like a funnel. You pour this big, fuzzy idea in the top, and what comes out the bottom is one single powerful action. All right, so if show up isn't it, what's the next level down in our funnel? Maybe it's work hard. That feels a little better, doesn't it? A little more solid. It implies effort, sweat, dedication. We're definitely getting closer. And we hit the same exact problem. Work hard on what, exactly? You can work your tail off all day digging a hole, but if that hole is in the wrong place, all you've got is wasted energy. We're still missing that crucial sense of direction. Okay, let's get even more specific. One more step down the funnel. How about implementation? Ooh, now that sounds serious. It sounds professional, strategic. It's all about putting a plan into action. This feels really close. We are so close. I can feel it. But even with a fancy word like implementation, there's still that little hidden question mark, isn't there? Implement what? We're still missing that final critical ingredient that makes it all work. All right, enough with the abstract ideas. Let's look at a real, super specific example. Because this is where the magic happens. This is where we go from just talking about it to actually seeing how this funnel works. So, what are we actually implementing? Step 1, we decide the what. We're going to do video. Okay. Step 2, we add a laser focus. We're going to make it hyper-local. And then step 3, the most important part of all, the frequency. We're going to do one a day. Do you see how incredibly specific that is? No wiggle room. And that right there is the final transformation. The goal is no longer some vague wish like, do video. Nope. It is a precise, measurable promise you make to yourself. I will do one hyperlocal video a day. That is a completely different universe from just showing up. This whole process, this funnel of clarity, it leads us to the big idea, the core lesson. There's actually a name for this kind of super specific goal. It's called a deeply behavioral goal. And trust me, understanding this changes everything. So what on earth does deeply behavioral mean? It's actually super simple. A goal is deeply behavioral when it's an action that is so specific, so unbelievably clear, that when your head hits the pillow at night, you know with 100% certainty whether you did it or not. There's no maybe, no kinda, it's just yes or no. Here's another perfect example we can all relate to. A vague goal is get in better shape. I mean, how do you measure that on a Tuesday? You can't. But a deeply behavioral goal, that sounds like run 2 miles 3 times this week. Now, on Wednesday, you can ask a very simple question. Did I run 2 miles today? And the answer is either yes or no. Simple. So why is this so powerful? Well, first, like we said, there's zero ambiguity. You did it or you didn't. That makes it super easy to track. And when it's easy to track, it creates real accountability. You can't fool yourself. And maybe the most important part, it lets you do a clear analysis. After a month, you don't have to wonder if you made progress. You have the data. You can look at it and ask, did this specific action work? If not, you don't just promise to try harder, you change the action itself. All right, let's bring it all together. The whole point of this is to apply it to your life, to your goals. It's time to take this from an idea to something you actually do. So here's the takeaway, the bottom line. It's time to stop telling yourself to just show up. That's not a plan, it's a wish. Your job is to do the real work of defining the one specific, repeatable, measurable action that you will take every single day. That is what moves the needle. And I want to leave you with this one last question. Think about your most important goal right now, your number one ambition. Come on, be honest with yourself. It's a little vague, right? So my question for you is this. What is your one hyperlocal video? What is that one single, deeply behavioral action that will change everything for you? Figure that out, and you're no longer just dreaming. You're building.